Hello, today's video we're going to look at what is a flipped classroom. This concept is fairly new in education, but this will explain a little bit about how it all works. The best way to understand a flipped classroom is to first look at a traditional classroom and how that works in delivering education. And most of you have probably had this at some point in your life. In a traditional classroom, it starts out with the teacher standing at the front teaching the content to the students. Now in many cases this is the first time that the students have been exposed to the content and they need to follow along with the teacher. The students at some point need to take notes and get in their books some sort of understanding of how they understand the content. Then they have some time in class to apply what they have learnt, but usually this isn't a lot of time, and the bulk of that needs to happen at home. And during homework, they get as much time as they need at home to practice and apply what they've learned. However, one of the problems is that when they're at home, they have no access to the teacher and not necessarily any access to the content if their notes haven't been that good. Alternatively, the flipped classroom works like this. It turns everything around. For homework, the students watch a video prepared by the teacher, and that's where the content is delivered. Usually this video is only very short, because the teacher can get straight to the content and not constantly have to stop and wait for students to catch up all the time. After watching the video, or even while watching the video, the students take notes from the video that they've watched to try and understand what the video has taught them. The advantage of this, of course, is that they can watch the video as many times as they like, and they can pause it, they can go back and go over things that they have control. Then students come to class, and they need to come to class prepared to engage. Now how they would engage with the content is some ways like this. They might have questions for the teacher, they might be coming to class ready to practice a skill, or simply to get help. Now to help them in this, they need to come to class with a learning goal. That is, they need to walk into the room prepared to do something that day which will help them to engage with the content. And the teacher provides for them a running sheet so that they know ahead of time what content they need to cover. And so that helps the students to establish their learning goals fairly easily every day. In class, once they have set a learning goal, they then consolidate what they've learned. And the teacher is available. Unlike when doing this at home, the teacher is not available. The teacher is available in class to do this with them. So some of the advantage of a flipped classroom are that students can learn at their own pace. If a student is absent for whatever reason, they don't miss any of the content. It's available to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and this is one of the things I really love about flipped classrooms. It means also that parents or caregivers can see all of the content that is taught. So if a student is having a question about something at home, the parents can also watch the video with them and can give them assistance if needed. There's more time in class to consolidate what the students have learnt, and the teacher is more available in class to give individual help because the teacher doesn't have to spend time in class delivering content. So that's a flipped classroom in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and that's all for today.